Please no.
But in Canadian this time.
That would be
Sorry,
You
no.
have to.
please no A.
If you have to.
Oh boy.
I know there's. God, I listen to Canadian radio, and obviously there's the cliched pronunciation of sorry, but there's a way they say tomorrow that's that I can't quite recall.
I need an immediate tomorrow. Zara, go.
Tomorrow?
There we go.
Yeah, it's like the only real like Canadian dialect that I'm familiar with is like the eastern seaboard, like the quote unquote Newfoundland accent. Other than that, I'm probably just blind to the rest of it.
Speaking of,
Speaking of, this is Assassin's Creed Rogue. Oh, this is this is the sound menu options for Assassin's Creed Rogue.
I hope you enjoy them.
Yeah,
Truly.
but yeah, the music in the main menu is very loud, so I had to turn it off while I was waiting.
Wow, that's on one and it's still
Yeah.
pretty
The
loud.
sounds in this game are really loud for some reason. But yeah,
Quality control not doing
Assassin's
that.
Creed Rogue is a different game in the series. We'll get there and see how things are different, but it's,
So icy.
It is icy. I had something I was gonna say, but now I completely forgot. Oh yeah, this is the first game since Brotherhood that I've been able to get running in a window, so I do not need to use virtual audio cables in my setup at all.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's
Trial.
normal.
Easier this is. Trial.
Yeah, no more trials. This is the real deal here.
Trials and tribulations.
Where?
Just- you couldn't fit that in?
No, it cut me off.
Cutting you off, Sarah.
Oh, and I love the intro to this. Like the first
pretty good.
minute of this game is real good. But I hope you like bad Irish accents.
Oh no.
You know
Steady
I
my
do.
blade from the flesh of the innocent.
We love them even more than good
Hide
Irish
in
accents.
plain sight. Never compromise the assassin brotherhood.
It's less bad
These
than
are
I
the tenets of
expected.
the creed. The principles I
worse
used
than
to
I
live
hoped.
by.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's
I
not
was a
great.
young man then.
I think it's
The
worse.
7 Years' War was about to begin. I could not have imagined what the future had in store for me, nor the cost I would choose to bear. My name is Shay Patrick Cormac.
Norman
That
Reedus.
is an incredibly
This
Irish name.
is my
Yes.
story.
He is an incredibly Irish man, apparently.
Why isn't you should have a honestly it feels like you should have a shamrock on the helmet on his back.
Shay, why did you jump this way? Your target's running the other way.
Nah, it's fine.
Kill the assassin. What do you have there, Shay?
What are we up
Kills
to?
himself. Let's get him. No mercy.
Also, young Shay looks an awful lot like Norman Reedus.
Well, we won't lack for
Kinda.
firewood at least.
Oh.
Good job, Shay.
Admit it, I nearly had you.
Nearly counts for nothing, Shay. And besides, no. That was just luck.
I make my own luck, Liam.
You've been saying that for years, but you're precious little to show for it. Or have you been spending it all getting out of trouble?
Well, you know, trouble just follows me around.
Let's head back.
So, the thing I like about this game is that it doesn't hold your hand
Come on. Captain
regarding
Deliver Andre and
the
his
whole,
crew
like,
must have run into some trouble.
Assassins
Who knew
and
meeting with
Templars
smugglers
thing.
would lead to no good.
It basically just throws you into it and is like, if you don't know who these
I still
factions
don't
are,
understand why you
by
can't
now.
tell me what we're doing here.
Sorry.
Because Chevalier decided not
Yeah.
to tell you.
Well,
I thought we
I'm
were
sure
friends,
there's like
Liam.
We are.
other codex
But this
entries
is
you could be
business.
reading.
Oh
It
yeah.
doesn't concern you, Shay.
All right.
I mean, all the games up until now have had probably thousands of words worth of
Oh no.
lore.
Am I going
Oh,
too fast
dear.
for you?
I'm just keeping an eye on you in case you fall down and hurt yourself.
Should have
That's
saved
a
the guys
nice
first.
point, though.
Yeah.
Then the Royal Navy be ready for us? Shit.
There's all kinds of unlockable icons on the map.
Yeah, they just throw you in the game.
Gonna pick up this, whatever this is. The tube.
That's the
I
way.
just left this tube here.
It's a map.
Treasure.
Treasure map. No, a grave map.
Obtain artifacts from graves.
This game is maybe taking a bit from
That'll do.
Black Flag.
A little bit.
Hurry.
Listen, we don't have
Let's not
time to
keep
make a
Chevalier
system.
waiting.
Viking treasures. I hope the Vikings have inexplicable, like, platform challenge tunes.
Where the hell were you two?
We're out hunting.
All
What happened
cultures
here?
do.
My men were attacked by some English sea dogs.
Why, Captain Joseph, couldn't you fight them all off by yourself like you're always saying?
It is Capitaine Louis-Joseph Gauthier, Chevalier de la Vérendrye. And you are dreaming if you think
Everybody
any
got that?
training could make you into a proper assassin.
Yeah.
Do you even know what that means? It means being responsible for an ancient and proud tradition. It means obeying your mentor without question. How else will we ensure freedom
That's a
for the
bad
human
idea.
race?
Them's pretty words, Chevalier. But I don't feel too free at the moment.
Well then, feel educated. Ugh. I will teach you some manners, boy.
There's a dead body right there.
Yeah.
I will teach you some manners, boy. You simpleton. You rot-brained cabbage
They
farmer.
they do say to hold B to
Gentlemen,
counter, but
stop!
you really don't need to. You can just press it.
We got a common enemy, and I reckon he's close.
The Royal Navy attack my vessel and force my men to flee. We are stranded, and what is worse, the smugglers we were supposed to meet have been taken prisoner.
Shay and I'll free those smugglers. You treat your wounded. Take these. You'll need them. Tread with care, Shay. The Royal Navy be ready for us. Remember your training. Ready to teach them a lesson?
They don't stand a
Killed
chance.
them all.
Where are your mates
Not
now,
bad.
you bilge rat?
So our brash young protagonist is doing his best.
Keep an eye out, lads! Their pals are still out there somewhere!
Thank you. There he goes again.
So, man, I just figure they're getting a lot of use out of AC3 assets here, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have a name for the person who's working with us?
Liam.
Yes, Liam.
I'm glad they had Liam take. Like, there was just one guard. It was like, can we deal with him where he is? Because he's around a lot of people, and then Liam just did it.
Yeah.
This is more like it.
Look at that treasure map.
You know,
A tree.
it's next to the tree.
Many thanks. I thought I'd be hanged.
Happy hunting, lads! Set her ablaze! Sink that French vessel! She's no match for you! Ha ha! Yeah! Yeah!
This ship is called the Morrigan.
You'll pay for it!
So, our basic weapon in this game is a sword and a dagger.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh wow!
Very similar
What
moveset.
the hell?
Similar moveset to Kenway's two swords. Hi guys.
You didn't want to deal with the other two? It's so nice to have sound again.
I was saving those fellas for you.
Very thoughtful. Maybe you were not completely useless, Shay.
Speaking of useless, those blockheads won't be needing this vessel anymore.
This pile of merd. You want her, Shay? She is yours. Now bring me back to my ship.
This guy's such a jerk.
Chevalier. This vessel
No
is
wonder
yours,
he's
Shay.
It's French.
Go on. Take the wheel. Some of the men you rescued agreed to join us. They should prove a good crew.
I'm not so certain about their captain, but next to me you are the most experienced sailor in the Brotherhood, Shay. Besides, we could use another vessel. Even this pitiful one.
She's mine, ain't she? My own ship.
Is that a
A
whale?
pile of garbage,
I think
yes?
so.
His own ship at the
With
trigger
a lick
of every
of paint
assassin.
and a few new cannons. She'll look as fine as
I
anything
mean,
on
this
the seven
time, maybe.
seas.
Shall we begin, Captain?
Yeah,
Indeed,
if
mate.
you're in the North Atlantic, you gotta have whales.
Fire cannons. Yeah.
Oh, Connor.
She's a mess,
So
but she's still afloat.
the
And her name's the Morgan.
our front-facing cannons are no longer the
Morgan.
chain shot. Instead, we have explosive shot.
Queen who ruined Maryland, the wise? Oh, she's perfect.
If we shoot at
for
icebergs,
Morgan was an old goddess, queen of war and
we can
darkness.
break them.
She harvested the souls of fallen warriors.
Perfect indeed.
Sometimes there's stuff inside them.
Like a giant glowing orb.
Animus friend.
Oh no, not again.
Always.
Also, I don't want
ship.
to jump over it.
They will sink her!
Let's put the Morrigan to the test, Captain
To be
Shay.
the
Ready
most
for battle,
Irish,
man.
Shay named his ship the goddamn Morrigan.
Well, it was already named the Morgan.
It was already out.
Why did
Stop them,
the
boy.
British Navy have a ship called the Morrigan?
Fun.
Yeah.
Fire!
I just thought it was me.
We're good, we
They're
have
tearing her to pieces! Do something!
They're too strong for us.
Fire!
My ship!
A requisite ship combat tutorial.
My ship, my kids.
It's kill cam.
I'm pretty sure the
It's
Morgan
only-
also has a lot more range than the Jackdaw ever did.
Yeah,
Oh,
these-
yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
I think it might also turn faster.
It drifts more. Like the ship mechanics kind of felt more like tilty.
Yeah.
Your ship wasn't so.
Blues up! These are sticks! Fire!
It seems this vessel is battle ready after all. I will return to what is left of Le Gerfaut. It's a long way home, and we have repairs.
You could not have
Sing
made
hearty,
that
lads!
Jackdaw like
Chevalier is
that.
pleased with us.
yeah, you seem real
Yeah, it's
swoopy.
turns on a dime.
What course would you have me set, Shay?
Maybe the mentor.
Time to report back to the mentor.
Yeah, I remember.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Wise words, Captain. Wise words.
So quick question, everybody. Our friend assassin is named Liam. Last name O'Brien. Who is our friend's voice actor?
What
It
the
feels like
hell
a
did you
trap to
do?
say Liam O'Brien.
It's some kind of dormant virus? Shit. Hang on, I'm getting you out of there.
All right, the modern day plot. Yay!
Sorry for the rough exit. Your piece working? Check. You were just
We're
an
still
animus. Animus, yes? You were using it to access a genetic memory file in Helix labeled Shay Cormac? You worked for Abstergo Entertainment, remember? Any of this ringing a bell? Your session triggered something bad, and it's affecting the whole building.
Why?
We need to find your boss. You haven't forgotten
What
your boss,
is
have
the
you?
security?
Melanie LeMay, sipper, chipper, overachiever? Here.
Why
check
are
your
you so
communicator,
mean?
Check it if you get lost.
She's kind of a dick for
Now
some
let's
reason.
get out of here.
How did any of this happen? How did a memory
me.
trigger
Double
this?
time.
How did?
This chaos
How
is
is
absolutely
this
your fault, in
allowed?
case you're wondering.
All right.
Man, that's a real cyberpunk-looking cop.
The Templars are Mobius confirmed.
So, this game is really unclear as to whether or not I'm playing as the same person from Black Flag.
I don't think you are.
I only know one person who holds their iPad like that.
Is it the same? Is it the same desk?
No,
position?
it's a different desk.
It's a different desk, yeah.
Okay.
Which is why I don't think you
What
are.
figurines do you got there?
I mean, well,
Or
how
which one was
many?
your-
Take a look at our figurines.
How many mute people that you know that walk with your iPad held like?
Right?
I don't think that's Adewale. He's got an eye patch on him. I don't know who that is.
Oh, he does have.
I think
That's
those
one
are
of the multiplayer characters.
Yeah, those are multiplayer characters. There's
Oh.
Calico Jack and Edward lying face down on the floor.
Where he belongs.
There's some different ones in the other cubicle here.
I like this part because you can see people like running out,
Ooh.
but
Excuse
that
me?
seems to be some sort of Assassin's Creed troll doll.
Yes.
I can't
Who
believe it.
is that?
He sort of looks like the thieves guy. You remember
Oh
seeing
yeah,
it?
the prince from Prince of Persia. He's like,
That's right.
It's like a Funko Pop, but even worse.
It's a figure
Yeah,
of
they
Avalon.
somehow made
Avalon.
it
I
worse.
think that's Avalon. It doesn't.
That's
Yeah,
Avalon.
that's
yeah.
Avalon.
Yeah. Doesn't quite.
It's her iconic pose.
Yeah, there she is.
Respect the action figures, guys. We need to
Oh,
respect
I'm
them.
sorry. All right.
Yeah, make sure you wander off
Just
there.
like we practiced in our safety drills. Everything is...
Oh no, is there a Missed the Secrets?
No, no.
That's fine.
What the hell is happening?
A file labeled Shay Cormac was booby-trapped with some kind of virus.
Your job is to prevent things like this.
We need to contain these genetic memories, then we can destroy them.
That's our boss still.
Isolate them.
How the f-
I want to study these memories.
But
With respect, Miss LeMay, this is not a request.
No.
You heard the man.
So-
Fine. I
Isolated
need to borrow your
anyway.
numbskull. That okay with
Also,
you, Ms.
no
LeMay?
one's bothered by the fact that the
hey
guy was
there,
just
this might
listening
seem
in
a
on the
bit weird, but
conversation.
you're gonna work
No, it's
for
fine.
contractors we hired to, upgrade our security. Mr. Otto Berg and Miss Violet DaCosta.
Call me Violet.
I have to go check on our people and prepare a statement for the press.
She's got a
whatever they
leather
tell you
check,
to
and
do,
I'm
okay?
assuming she's an
Go
assassin
team.
secretly.
Miss Violet DaCosta.
Yes.
Technically, you're not responsible for this, but you're the one who let the
See
virus
that.
out. So I think it's only fair you help me clean it up. Mr. Berg
Bullshit.
wants us to relive Shay's genetic memories. To do that, we need to access them from Helix. But the
Why are you
Helix
just
down.
like that other
We'll
guy
have
who
to
just
move
did
main servers
this?
in the basement.
That's all he would do.
The name sounds familiar, but I don't
Man,
remember
whoever designed this
enough
virus is a
about
genius.
her.
Not only does it restrict
Violet's
our access to the cloud,
Interesting.
Why did you guys hook up your electrical system to it?
There, I can confirm this is not the same desk.
Yeah, no, I know it's not the same desk, but and I found a tablet on the floor that said that this person's subject is Arno Dorian during the French Revolution.
That's less like that's cool if it was if this game hadn't come out the same day.
Yeah,
it's a reference.
Melanie, the elevators are out of commission. Are we stuck on this floor?
Why are the elevators hooked up?
There's a working area server on this floor. I guess it'll have to do for now.
Because Abstergo is weird. Also, Far Cry 3 magazine.
I've heard internet that thinks this is ridiculous.
Why? He's
I
just a
figured
nobody as
they
far as I
probably
can
just
tell.
like.
If Shay Cormac is who I suspect he is,
I
then
mean,
this temporary setback may provide
there's
us
no good
with
explanation.
unexpected reward.
No, there isn't.
Room on this floor.
I mean,
To
they
be
could
fair,
just take
that's
the fire
just-
escape, right? Like, they didn't only have this one elevator. Okay, the Templar's real evil is their blatant disregard for safety standards.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. Also, I like how we used to we had to get information to hack shit. Now we just pick it up and read it.
Well, these are people just leaving their things around.
Yeah.
Just actually picking up their little pads.
Sorry, sad face.
I guess it makes sense if you're evacuating, you just put your tablet down where you left it.
We didn't.
Not me.
Splinter Cell
But yeah, but
Blacklist.
we're not evacuating.
We should be.
We just walk into the conference room. They've clearly just had a party, and we just see Desmond's skeleton in the corner holding a beer.
Do you see a flashing wireless signal? Great. That means you can still access systems. Once you restore the server, I'll connect your Animus workstation back to Helix. In theory, if you align the beams to segments of the core, it should solve the
remember how to-
problem.
Well,
but here's
what's
where
all
it gets
this
tricky.
then?
You have to move the
don't remember
circles
these
in such a
puzzles
way
at all.
that each segment is powered by a beam. The keyword here is each. One beam and one beam only per core segment, okay? Once everything is lit up properly, the system
I guess you
will be
gotta
moved. Got it?
rotate that
Give it a shot.
outermost ring.
Yeah. Nope.
And
Nope.
I presume the
Yeah, some of
outermost
the bottom
ring will
ones,
rotate the bottom ones, and then
job.
nope.
What kind of
I
puzzle
guess
is this?
I guess you just move it.
Yep.
Until it's blue.
What the fuck?
You do it
I
until
guess-
it's blue.
Until blue.
Yep.
The,
The assassins would
there
have
are-
you believe
maybe
that
there are
Al
hard
Mualim
ones
was a
that
great
where
mentor who
some of the
became
rings are
corrupted
linked.
with greed.
That would
And
make
that he
sense.
schemed with the
And then it's
temples
harder to move
acquire
them
an
until they're
apple of
blue.
Eden.
Yeah.
I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader.
Remember
A
him?
man who used his best assassin,
Yeah.
Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally
Oh,
that
okay.
Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past,
Which is why
both
we killed
sides had
him.
the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair,
I'm thinking
and
about the
allowed
puzzle
to carry
now.
out his plan,
Each beam has to hit
perhaps
one
we would
ring,
not be
so you
fighting
can't hit
now.
multiple rings the same
It
beam.
was only
Yeah,
after
but then you
Altair
just
reformed the Brotherhood with its
It
new
gets more
ideals of
complicated.
free will
Yeah.
that
So
the
I hope.
conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the
Presume
mountain
there's
can
rings with
see things
multiple
from
beams
our
on
point
it.
of view, surely
Alternatively,
the same can
I've
be
seen
said
Ubisoft
for
tutorials.
other
They just think we're
assassins.
really dumb.
So does
I-
Abstergo.
I thought it was going to be one of those
Okay.
the
So I'm not sure you're supposed to
Subject 17 puzzles.
Nah,
You
not
should
yet.
just get back to your Animus.
You are the worst security officer. You're too lazy to fix your own mistake. So now you're breaking. Now that you just broke the entire conspiracy to this one
You could,
contractor.
in theory, find some more digital goodies if you,
Cookie.
you know, be that.
Wait, those are, that's like a milk carton.
She's encouraging you to find out more.
Yeah, she's encouraging us to just
Grab 'em.
hack
Somebody
our
who did this.
other people's computers.
Yeah.
Now that you have unlocked
God.
Again, I would like to draw attention to the fact that there are cookies in milk cartons inside this vending machine.
Yeah. I have a question that I learned about Canada in preparation for the stream. Are there milk bags?
That is a thing in very specific regions of Canada.
Uh-huh.
It used to be a lot more popular, back in the day. It's not something that is very common at all anymore.
So
Yeah, Canadians kept getting dragged for it online. And they got shamed into cartons.
Yeah, I personally have never seen a bag of milk, but I know that they exist.
I was talking to another person to learn some things, and they're like, "Yeah, bags of milk, they're way better than cartons." I was like, "What? What? Bag of milk?"
I like that they say I agree that Ezio's shady character makes him unsuitable for a leading role.
Nice find. If it was
Nothing
me,
to
I'd
see
snoop
here.
to see if there's any juicy stuff on it. But I might be a
You
terrible
fucking
person.
suck at your job.
Why is he telling us this?
She's
Yeah.
secretly an assassin?
Never mind that. It's time to get back to Shay.
I don't know if she's an assassin. Like, I'd like to think assassins are well, what an assassin did tell us about it, but it was like we didn't know who he was.
It has been a long time.
Hey, is this the guy from 3?
Achilles.
Yes, and Adewale.
Adewale.
Achilles.
How go things in the West
He's
Indies?
back.
Very poorly, I'm
looks
afraid.
so much older.
Your countenance tells me we should discuss
He's
this.
a lot older.
But yeah, that's Achilles. We're in the Davenport homestead right now.
That's Adewale. He was a slave who freed himself, and hundreds of his brothers in the West Indies. That man's a living incarnation of the Creed.
See?
The Creed!
Join me for some practice.
Soon. I've got other business first.
What are you doing, Shay?
Chopping wood.
No, he
Tell me
isn't.
what happened.
Chopping wood.
It was terrible, Achilles. The ground shook, and the ocean waves crashed over Port-au-Prince.
How many were lost?
Thousands. No family was left untouched.
I hate to bring up practical matters at a time like this, but did Macandal's man complete his task before the earthquake hit?
I cannot know. Vonredi has not been found. He was a strong Maroon, one of Macandal's best students.
Such a shame.
Y'all remember Macandal?
So we cannot know if he found the site.
He was
Indeed.
the
But if
dude
there was a
from
temple under the
Evelyn's Game.
waves, I doubt it is still standing.
And the artifacts
No.
that showed the way?
All right.
Stolen.
Which one?
The Templars
From
broke in
Liberation.
during the
It
chaos.
was like the first
They seized the
thing we did, like
manuscript
out
and
in
precursor
the
books.
swamps.
That you chase on the
okay.
sea, but lost their trail when they reached New York.
We
It was
must
like the fake
consider what to
Macandal
do
and
next.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, so in this one, our currency is British pounds.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Okay,
just like it was
so
in 3.
judging by them talking about an earthquake, it sounds like we're in 1770?
1755.
Yeah, because
56 is what we are
1770.
in now.
Yeah,
There were several
17
earthquakes in Port-au-Prince.
yeah, because 1770 would be weird because what's his name?
Adewale.
No, the other dude.
Achilles.
Achilles is still very young.
Yeah.
Oh,
Six-
fair. Yeah.
But yeah, there were the 17. The earthquake that you're thinking of in Port-au-Prince was like the big one. There were several of them that took place beforehand, though. Also, there's some grass.
1751 was the previous one.
Some grass coming up through the floor here. But yeah, this is what Achilles' house looked like before he took everything away and Connor moved in.
That's on the nose.
A little bit.
Man, wait until you see the full-size, life-size statue of Ezio in the next room. Stabbing the Pope.
Nope, can't get in there.
It scared me that Ezio did not. I'm remembering that Ezio did not kill the man who had his entire family killed. Instead, let fucking Dracula do it instead.
Yep.
I heard that Liam's waiting for you.
To be fair, he killed a
Seen him
couple of the men.
I hear Mistress Hope was looking for you.
Who?
Mistress Hope.
Yeah, don't you know about Mistress Hope?
Yeah.
She's great.
She is
You
great.
are late.
Hope, what did I miss?
Only the first hour of training.
We're always training, Kisagawase.
And will continue to do so.
Do not waste your words. Shay abhors improvement as much as cats abhor leashes.
Hey.
A pity. The boy has so much potential. But so little
love
discipline.
her outfit.
Yeah, I know.
Just
Real good.
All right. What would you have
I
me
love
do?
that she has a hood built into her dress.
Que se
So,
go hace.
what's the challenge today?
Shooting straight and true. Here, you can use these.
Shoot a gun.
Well, I want you to have half a chance of succeeding. Go on.
Obligatory tutorial.
Shoot these targets. You can take your time, but not too much. More work after this. Reload. Anyone can hit targets standing still. Let's see how you do on the run. Come on, hurry up.
Does it let you shoot in midair?
Nah.
Shame.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Damn.
I know.
You're almost there.
I don't know if you made that.
Well done, Shay.
Game says
Keep
it
it up.
did, but it did kind of look like it went.
It
I
went a
don't
little
know.
weird, yeah.
You're doing all right, Shay. But don't let the others vex you. They mean well, but they'll never show it.
But yeah, I do think it's very refreshing that the game just forgoes the whole assassin versus Templar thing, and they're just like, yeah, you're an assassin.
You're living on an assassin commune. Now learn how to.
Yeah.
It's about time you showed up.
Far be it from me to keep a lady waiting.
I'm no lady here. Don't you forget it. I'm your teacher. And you're better.
Well, some of that is true at least. What would we be doing?
Exploring a myriad ways to end a life. You two! Make yourselves useful and watch Shay. Can you kill without being noticed?
Oh, Israel's saying, I really fucking hope they have the rate these mission things still.
You are still on Abstergo, but the
I would
framing device
probably
is
just
different.
Attack from
Yeah.
around a corner, and your target will never know what hit him.
But they should do it anyway.
I am surprised.
Can you teach me how to project your voice like that too?
I would like to hear. I would like to be able to talk perfectly over long distances.
Yeah.
And learn the spells.
You know, the assassin. Man, if only that, like, that was an assassin trick you got.
Take the high ground,
Where you
Shay.
could, like, create,
Dispatching from the air
you
is
know,
most effective.
distractions by
Top
projecting
form,
your voice.
Shay.
Just like the finger whistle.
No. I think that guy's air assassinated both from the ledge above.
Yeah.
Or from the tree.
You certainly know how to handle yourself.
Assassinate him.
Attack from around a corner, and your target will never know what hit him.
Now you need to kill someone while sprinting. I like how you could have gone for one of the easier ones, like far
You
away
certainly
from
know
these
how to handle
assholes.
yourself. You did better than I expected.
Unless you
Have
got a
your
flexible
skills actually grown,
for the
Shay?
pretty lady.
Do not get a swelled head over it.
But yeah, I love Hope's outfit so much.
It's really cool.
It's really good.
It's just his dress with a built-in hood because
Remember
she's
what
an
I taught
assassin.
you. Be patient. Be silent. Never let them see you coming.
You know, the weird thing is the assassin's obsession
I would
with
love to talk
always
to you,
having a
Shay,
hood
but this is not the
makes
time.
Templars the more subtle organization.
Templars are all about big coats.
Shay, follow me. It's time you learn to survive in the frontier.
I think I've been managing well enough so far.
Perhaps. But there is more I can teach you.
Like what?
Kasegawase. Let's go.
I know it's not his name, but he sounds like the opening theme song to Mirai Nikki. you like Japanese heavy metal.
Reasonably.
It's a pretty cool song.
Learning how to free run.
It is time for the hunt.
Okay. Locate an animal.
Use all your senses together to find prey.
Uh-huh.
I like how it took you out of...
What? How did you get there so fast?
He's really good.
Killing should not be meaningless. We must use what nature gives us.
That's not a skinning knife.
Nope.
Now to use what you have taken from nature.
Pistol holsters.
So far, mechanically, this is very Black Flag.
Yeah, it's.
You can keep your
They
pistols.
both on the same thing.
If you like Black
Achilles
Flag,
has
you
one
would
more
like
thing
this
to show
game.
you.
It's very much more of the same, but I also think the story is a pretty good departure. Really, I just like the fact that they don't hold your hand throughout the whole beginning in explaining everything that's going on. They just throw you right into things and it's like, yep, this is what's happening.
To be fair, they do even give some explanations. Like, you can figure out the Assassins and Templars deal from that short video on the song.
Yeah, definitely.
On the scene? I don't remember.
Shay, I hear you've become quite the marksman.
Generous gift.
And Achilles still looking cool, rocking the mustache.
My ship awaits, Achilles.
I fucking love Achilles.
The people of Haiti will make good use of your supplies. I trust you will retrieve what has been lost.
Lost? The Templars stole 2 precious artifacts. A manuscript of ancient wisdom and a box that allows one to understand its language.
I have tracked the Templar as far as this coast, but I fear the rest is up to you, my friend.
And we're finally going to find Ezio's erotic novel collection.
Remember that box that was just a box? We're going to find
can
out what that
access
box
precursor
is.
sites of power. We must recover them, or none are safe.
So, I guess words you might have a better idea, but is Achilles' assassin's jacket the same one that Ezio or that Connor gets?
Connor wears. Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking of course.
The colonial assassins all generally have a similar aesthetic of kind of heavier clothing.
Yeah.
And Achilles and it's not 100% exactly the same, but it looks very similar.
Yeah. Also,
because it's gonna be cold.
I like Shay's outfit. It seems really comfy. It looks like he's just wearing a hoodie underneath this jacket.
Yeah.
You know, we talk bad about the hood, but his hood does kind of blend in with his collar.
It does.
Which I'm fine with.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. All the assassins have really weird outfits because they need to have hoods, so they need to come up with roundabout ways to make it work.
But they differentiate them in this, especially this game and the next couple, the hood and the just being the general assassin garb is very different from one another, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
I like that Avelina's the only assassin till a point that really wears a hat.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Until a point. I know that exact point.
Listen, yeah.
That assassin also wears a hood, but he's wearing a hat when he's not wearing a hood.
Oh.
Does he combine them?
No.
I wish.
He would. The game has a stealth mode and a non-stealth mode you can switch between. When he's in stealth, he's got the hood up. When he's in non-stealth, he's got a top hat on.
Or a newsboy cap.
Or a newsboy cap.
Yeah.
In the
Where
very
to?
early in the game.
Wherever
I like
Templar
that one
affairs
more.
lead us.
Liam,
I just love
it's
how
not
much he
like you
loves
to
his
set
top
out
hat.
without a plan.
It's
Plan
important.
or no plan. We choose our own battlefield. And hey, we're not most at ease when we're at sea.
Right you are. Let's set sail.
Off we go. To go assassinating.
Jogging through the void.
The void has gotten so blue.
It's lonely.
We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Sir Keely's tasked you with this mission.
No. He tasked me to task you. Need to
Do you
find what
think
was stolen from
they went with
Macintosh.
like
recover
another
the precursor
like
box of manuscript.
confident kind of
is your
smarmy
mission.
protagonist
And
again
what's
for a
yours?
reason?
Because
your
we
arse?
like those.
Achilles doesn't
I
really
like
trust
Connor.
me, does he?
Give it time, Shay.
So that's at least
For him.
one.
For us, you'll do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, do you know what
I
Achilles
like Connor's
works about?
sense of duty and
I
right.
see him in his office all the time, bent over
I will
his
say
papers.
Connor's not the worst
He keeps
protagonist.
records and accounts. Studies what little is known about the pieces of Eden.
I think
Well,
the next one after this one.
yeah, Arno. Arno is just kind
Of
of
course.
boring in
Liam.
every way.
You can be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
I cannot help it that Achilles wants me to be familiar with our counterparts in Europe.
Call him stop boring! He's driven!
Said like his
Charlie!
favorite son.
Connor's
Connor,
He's really-
Connor at
and only
least
son.
has like
And Achilles
motivations and a
Connor may
story.
inherit the house, but you'll be
He's
mentor.
driven by
Yeah,
Charles
he was
Lee.
really
See.
raising the bar of storytelling and
Whatever you
video games
say,
in that catalog.
Prince Regent of the Assassins.
You call
Oh,
me that again.
okay, not different Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Achilles' actual son was named Connor.
Yeah, forgot about
I
that.
was also very confused because we were talking about Connor.
That's why I named him
Oh, yeah, the
Connor
ocean.
instead of how to get him. I memorized the name because we talked about it last time.
I have a hard time separating any specific beefs about Connor's character with the storytelling in AC3 in general.
I mean, no, the storytelling was very bad, but I think Connor is great.
To
I
be
feel
fair,
Connor-
the storytelling in Unity is not good either.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you saying Unity has problems?
A couple.
I might be.
I'm excited for Unity, but boy, Unity.
I'm excited for Unity because I'm excited to play with y'all.
Oh, it's absurd. Decides to do it that way.
I mean, might as well.
Sure.
Gotta get this loot.
Like, it's the one thing that Unity has.
I do wish there were like other of the necessity games.
Okay. Oh, the fort shot it.
Why to do that?
Yeah, what nationality was that
I
ship?
think that was a British ship, and this is a French fort.
Okay.
Friendly fort sighted, Shay. I believe that's Port Lejoie.
Yeah, definitely French fort.
I don't know. I don't know if that name is French enough.
What do you want it to be? Croissant?
Douse the gallants and royals!
Reef the mains! Clew up gallants!
Reef!
And winch
Short on sail!
That will never not be funny to me.
I guess. Oh, there are unlockables here, but we need to progress further to actually be able to collect them.
Yeah.
There are a couple
Treasure
things.
chest over there.
Yeah.
S'il te plaît. Insecte mérite un coup de pied dans l'arrière-train. Quelqu'un doit lui taper dessus, c'est tout. Et arrête de crier, tu me fais mal à la tête.
They're right on.
Espèce de fou. Ah ouais, c'est un boisson. Quand on veut, c'est à cause
Don't
de
mind me.
Nah, these guys are cool. We're working with the French.
Why are they red on our map then?
Because they're guards. If I were to
They
kill
can be
somebody,
enemies.
they would all attack me, but otherwise they don't really care.
Unless you're skulking very suspiciously.
Are there story repercussions if you just kill a guard here?
No, you could kill somebody. You'd have to fight off, like, everyone, but...
So the next time you come here, they're just like, hey.
Listen, in the real memory, Shay, of course, did not kill any Frenchmen.
Oh, it's in there.
So reality will just...
The Animus is just like the story cheat machine extraordinaire.
It super is. Oh god, this is...
Like, literally everything weird can be like the Animus, even the glitches.
Yep.
That is Ubisoft's greatest asset when it comes to if something fucked up. Just a glitch is fine.
Last minute add addition. Yeah, the Animus is really broken, so.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm remembering that Saints Row mission where you had to fight like all this, like they have that virus thing or whatever. Where we get to like fight all the people with giant heads.
Nice.
Or some sort. Like they were just like very disfigured NPCs.
Oh man. I really want a really good Keskuse in this game.
Keskuse.
Trust me, you will sell those lobster by the ton in France. Ah, the cabbage farmers return. About time. We have a lead on that curious manuscript.
I'd be surprised if you can read it.
No one can read it, imbecile. This is why the Templar are taking so long with it.
You silly
But
man.
one of our allies has caught a glimpse of their work.
A pirate?
A spy who worked with the pirate. We set sail for Anticosti. That should prove a good test for this floating cesspit you call a ship.
Saved yours.
Yeah, but Chevalier
How
just has to be a
trustworthy are
dick
the
at all
pirates?
times.
I consider them brothers, Shay. When
Okay,
the
he's
time
being
comes,
so much
they will
of a dick,
invade
I'm
and help
thinking
us
he's
fight the
flag, 'cause
Templars.
The other guy's gonna betray us.
Only the roast beef would realize the Templars were pulling their strings.
Only the roast beef.
Are the Templars truly in
French
control in
people
the
are
colonies?
always assholes in Assassin's
Not
Creed.
quite, but their influence reaches far
Yeah, I
and
assume
wide.
it's like a sort of in-game joke.
about the
considering
spy
they're
we
all
meet?
French.
You need not worry about Le Chasseur. He is loyal to the Brotherhood.
I am
I believe they're
He
Montreal.
also
They're
has
Canadian.
friends in both the French and English fleets.
At this point,
He
it's the
knows
same
more
thing,
about what goes on in these parts than you can ever
Is
hope
it?
to learn.
more or less.
So Liam,
Well,
Oh,
can you
in
tell
this
me
part
about
in the
Adderley?
game.
Yeah.
You obviously
Okay,
admire the man.
I was very confused for a second.
At this
I
point
had
in
the honor of
history,
working with
yeah.
him once. I've never known anyone who'd done so much for our
I
cause.
imagine it's one of those
It's much
things
more than
where, like, French
Adewale was
Canadians
already a Légion
probably
before joining the Brotherhood.
have the
He
most
was a
specific
pirate.
grievances with the
Scourge of the West Indies.
European French.
Rubbing elbows
Yeah.
with the likes of Blackbeard, Woods Rogers, and Calico Jack
The
Rackham.
way we have beef with the
Calico
British of this time
read that
period.
book,
But they'll
will
band
you?
together against all nonsense.
About 20 years ago, Adewale intercepted a Templar convoy and stole a mysterious package. He traveled to Port-au-Prince and entrusted...
Oh, okay.
Spyglass.
Spyglass. The controls for the Spyglass are actually different than they were in the last game. It is bound to a completely different button, which is really disorienting.
to a woman he believed was loyal to our cause.
Isn't Brace also hold to a different button?
Short and sail! Get off the squall!
No. It is the same button.
Okay.
Entrusted it to a woman he believed to be loyal to our cause.
An English vessel, and she looks to be in trouble.
That's fine indeed. Perhaps we should aid her journey to the bottom of the sea.
Now let's not be too hasty. She's full of crown cargo. Take a look through your spyglass and see for yourself.
Pretty sight.
We're
Wood
not
metal.
pirates.
This is a good day to lighten King George's pockets.
No, but we're at war.
Be careful. A few shots should be enough to cripple her. Too
Shot
much
right
damage
over
and she'll go down with all souls and all spoils.
We can board and loot her before the crew knows what hit them. Fire!
More trouble, Captain!
Flew up! Flew up!
Well, that sucked.
Loose all! Let's move! Fire!
Use explosive shot to slow her.
The explosive shot works against ships the same way that the chain shot did.
Fire! Reef the topsails and gallants!
Oh, they blew themselves up.
Well, shoot.
Good job, guys.
That wasn't our fault.
To the wind!
Oh, oh.
Oh no, it's already going so wrong.
Animus.
Hey, remember?
21st night of September.
Sarah, remember when you had talked about how stable this game was in comparison to Unity?
Yeah. Well, it's the same bugs that were in Black Flag and Freedom Cry. Things are weird on the ships. Oh, what's that?
And even weirder off them, apparently.
A little bit.
Fire!
Bloody miss!
Man.
All in the stunsail! Ready, here! Fire!
Taking a hit, Captain! On your mark,
Fire!
There we go.
Hold your fire!
Didn't blow that one.
Don't want to sink her. Now's the time, let's board her! Show them what's for, Captain.
Come on, men. The spoils are ours. For the Morrigan!
Oh, we don't have our our buckle guns yet, so.
Oh. Do this the hard way.
You know what? I think the crew could take care of this one.
They probably could,
There's
to
only
be honest.
5 of them.
Yeah. The thing I do like in this game is that the sword fight, the sword play and stuff feels a lot more, I guess, responsive.
It does, yeah.
That might just be me. Yeah.
6 burning oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't have explosive barrels anymore on our ship. Instead, we just lay a trail of fire behind us.
The
sea between here and Anticosti is rough, Captain. We should
I actually like the mechanics of the ship combat in this game a lot more than Black Flag. Well, not a lot more.
Brotherhood of Haiti.
I never enjoyed using explosive barrels.
They did kind of seem usually suck.
Those are escaped slaves and their children, right?
They are. A shame, though. They escaped terrible conditions only to be killed in that earthquake.
But Haiti's a French colony now.
Aye, it is.
Just drift into place.
They should make this game more realistic by having Shay jump out of the ship and just push the ship into the port instead of just drifting there.
Better borrow some coin. What do you be bartering with an empty?
Just do like, you know, like in the boarding one where they shoot lines out. Just do that.
Yeah.
Grapple yourself to the dock.
All right, I just thought of something that is stupid, but I will do it anyway. DLC for this game. You kill Aquaman.
Why? What did Aquaman do to the assassins?
What do you mean he's there?
If he was a Templar, I'd be like, yeah!
It was a Templar plan that tricked us into killing Aquaman.
Those bastards.
Yay.
Hurrah!
Those two guys were really happy about that.
Especially it's like that pirate Kareem from Black Flag, where he's just there hanging out with some Templars. So
My
he's
thanks for your
sniping.
trust, Captain.
We have upgraded our ship.
Captain's at the helm.
We should resume course to Anticosti, Captain. Indeed. Le Chasseur is waiting for us. The sea between here and Anticosti is rough, Captain. The Morrigan seems sturdy enough for the challenge.
Actually, who would be the funniest like video game publisher for Ubisoft to get into a feud and just kill like
More
rip-offs
fishermen
of their
from Perse.
characters in these games? Nintendo feels a bit too obvious.
Enemy ships! They're sinking the fishing boats. You must believe those fishermen strayed into their waters. These cowards must pay. And would you look at that?
That's tough.
Standing right in our way to Anticosti. What say you? Sink every last one of them? For once, I find myself agreeing with you, Shay.
Maybe
Stranger things
Bethesda,
have
since they
happened.
both make a lot of open world games.
But Bethesda's games are so, like, usually, like, their big things are like, hey, look at this person who is not a character. You make the character.
I mean, you could just like give some of the Dragonborn over, that'd be a good stand-in.
On your mark, Captain!
I think we want to assassinate Master Chief, but 343 the premium, like, maybe Bungie and then they just grandfather that in. Whoa, those cannon shots are just going over.
Actually, they could probably get a glitch going on Bethesda if, like, during the cutscene when you talk to someone you just killed, they just glitch out.
But that's also just Ubisoft.
Not as bad as Bethesda, though. I think.
Gallons in!
Fire!
Nope. We haven't seen them just start flying into the sky yet.
Yeah, there's not quite the...
We just saw Cargo do it.
Yeah.
Go after a Rockstar.
They did with Watch Dogs, that blew up in their face.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, that's like this marketing poster where they're just like, something, try out Chicago. And then the game got delayed, and then Rockstar put out an ad saying, spend some more time in San Andreas.
Harsh.
What is that captain doing?
Captaining.
I don't think that jump worked. I question that.
Oh, but holy
jump.
shit, that guy just blocked you there.
Did one of those guys just teleport?
Very possible. Had second thoughts about that attack, didn't you?
Man.
It's the last of them. Then let us go on. We're not too far from Anticosti Island now.
That's not
Will
the
your
last one.
friend
There's
the
one
spy
left.
be waiting for us?
Nah, that's the last
Yes.
one.
I hope Le
Well,
Chasseur
that's-
has more information about the menu.
No, I think that's just a ship that was in the water.
Thing figured out for us.
Well,
And maybe
fuck
I'm Emperor
that.
of Rome. Obvious Caesar. Gallants run. Salt hair, open skies. A man out on the ocean is as free as a man can be. What do you say, Liam?
We're out here for a reason, Shay. Mind your duty.
Well, what's the point of freedom if you cannot breathe deep and enjoy it?
The Templars stick
Wow,
to
that
this
ship
continent
has
like
nothing.
tar. I won't feel liberated until we pry them off.
Seems to me we should just talk to them like men instead of skulking around.
And would you smile and wish them a good day as they lay their boot on your neck?
Of course not.
They're murdering bastards who want to control the world and everyone in it. Never forget.
And we have nothing in common with that, of course.
There it is.
Just
Anticosti.
big Tilton.
Le Chasseur should be there.
Sailing
And
the
with
ship
any luck, he
horizontally.
will know where to find that manuscript.
Careful. That's quite a rough squall, Captain.
Ooh.
Huge swell! Larboard!
Reefing all tops! Should be nearby, Captain. Dock the ship here, Captain. We've arrived at Anticosti Island.
Go on ahead, Shane. We will meet you at the fort.
Okay.
I will say port and starboard way more distinct than larboard and starboard, but
It's true.
there is, something to it. Just like having them be
The rum here is
similar.
terrible. Let me see. That's not rum. It's eau de vie. What the devil is that? Whiskey.
Eau de
Well,
vie.
the whiskey here is terrible.
I knew starboard and larboard once entirely just because there's a raid in Final Fantasy XIV that uses them.
I suppose.
It's true.
Because there are more French ships.
That raid's got some really good music.
I did my first raid ever this week.
I hear a lot of Final Fantasy 14 with good music. Whoa.
Technically, we're in a restricted area.
Yeah.
Why is it orange? Oh, because they start at orange. Whereas if it was red, they start at red.
Well, it's because they're a different faction.
Really?
Yep. They've done this before. I can't remember what game it was, but one of the other games had, when there was more than one faction of like enemy guards, they would take on different colors.
I think Revelation is like the only one that had
Yeah,
different
Revelations had
factions.
that. Yeah.
Revelations did.
Yeah. So the orange guards are basically like they are the French or the like assassins basically.
No.
Shanty.
Down here.
Shanty. Come here. There we go. There's also a gem. Just prosperity. It's just a collectible that you get that increases the amount of money you get from stuff.
That's
pretty useful.
It's weird. Very abstract, but it's useful.
Oh, by Beelzebub's balls! What happened to that wall? It looks like someone took a cannon to it. I hate digging stone out of the frozen ground. Fixing it'll take ages.
I cannot thank you enough. You are a hero.
Okay, that's
Now
not a random
join
thought.
my crew.
It's not a random thought that popped in my head. I don't know why. What if instead of this game where we're doing assassin stuff, it was they just like Ubisoft just pranked everyone and just made Downton Abbey the game?
I know that game already exists.
But it's still like in the Assassin's Creed universe. This is the Animus, and they just like punked.
I would imagine a bunch of weird, like, trickster goblins worked at Ubisoft then.
Listen,
So,
Ubisoft
we
has
do that.
far too many
How
people
goes the
employed
third?
on each game in order to
Take a look at this.
do anything that
I
wacky.
borrowed these plans from a Royal Navy ship of the line. They are like nothing I have ever seen.
I don't think paper
Could use
opens
some
that
more
way.
powerful weapons.
I mean, honestly, considering how
Le Chasseur,
It's written
allow
on
me to
there.
present our
close
associate, Shay Cormac.
media is released relative to this game.
Gentlemen, I have news. On this same ship,
I was gonna say they
spied
probably
the
had two teams, but I don't know,
manuscript.
considering how Unity turned out, they're
It was
probably the same
written in an
team.
exotic language I did not recognize and was full of drawings, plants, and animals out of an opium
Oh,
drain.
shit. They're
Where
talking
no
about
charts,
the...
no maps?
No.
What is that called?
There may have been some kind of code, but neither I nor roast beefs could ken
Where's
it.
the manuscript now?
The man who brought it said a man named Washington
Okay,
sent it.
I know what they're
I know
talking
that
about
guy.
too. I just can't
He's an
remember it.
important Templar, isn't he? He is. Lawrence Washington has great ambitions that Templars have helped fulfill.
Is it the Velma?
Shay, let's return and find him. You, sir, have our thanks.
The furious Googling happening.
The Codex Seraphim.
I don't.
No.
I don't think
But that
it's
one is
that
also
one.
weird. But
That one is also weird, but I think it's the Void. Is it Voynich?
Voynich manuscripts. That's the one.
Yeah,
Voynich,
Voynich.
What's the Voynich manuscript, y'all?
It's a fairly old manuscript, obviously. I don't remember which century. I feel like
a good day's hunting.
Like,
early 15th, according to Wikipedia here.
Yeah.
We collected some of the pages from it in Black Flag as collectibles.
And it's basically a document that's people suspect is written some sort of cipher, and it has like a lot of like pictures and drawings and whatnot. And I've heard theories that it's like medical text, but no one's been able to decrypt what it is.
Yeah, the pictures are nonsense. They are not what real that like they're things of animals and plants that aren't real. A lot. Some people say it's like a made up language with made up things.
Yeah,
and trying to decipher it's a fool's errand.
Yeah, probably right. But it's a neat mental exercise.
It is, and it's also a decent framing device for your secret conspiracy game.
I don't know. I don't know. I woke up by
Assuming we are speaking of English manuscript. You just set in that fire, Shay.
Look at this place. Tell me what you see.
How drunk was I? If that guy just shoved you into the fire.
I was kind of hoping he would.
But yeah, it's been popular for a while. No one's coded it, so I do actually lean towards that it's just nonsense because something should have broken at that point.
So what's our next heading?
Wherever this Lawrence Washington docks his arse.
Liam, you're finally getting into the spirit of things.
He's a temper and a politician. What's there to like?
Good. Hoist anchor. Why does Chevalier get off ordering us around like that? We're assassins, same as him.
He's more experienced and he knows these waters better, Shay. That makes him in charge in these parts.
Well, he commands me around back at the homestead too. Is he a truffle pig to know land better than me?
Show some respect, Shay.
He ought to respect me, Liam. I stick my neck out as much as any of us.
Yeah, twice as often, it seems. That's just the thing. Chevalier hangs back and thinks before making a decision. His experience has earned him that right.
I wonder how much more experience I'll need before I can decide when to wake up or take action. I swear, Liam, sometimes I feel I was more grown up when we were children. We slept rough and scrounged for meat, but at least we decided where and when.
I like how the game denotes heavier winds by a bigger arrow.
Yeah.
Useful shorthand.
I'm reading about what's in the Voynich manuscript, and beyond nonsense plants and animals, a lot of naked people.
Alright. Nice. Good dabbing feats.
Give me your things.
Stations! Now! Hostile war!
We're down.
Ease off the way!
Have your orders!
Oh.
Warship!
Fire!
Captain! Scooter! Take it here!
Reel them in!
Crossing us!
God, I wish we had our swivels.
Gotta get those guns, but you gotta buy them first. Because that would make your ship way powerful. I also like the little animation that they do when you hook onto the ship and pull them in. Like people on the other ship will hack at the thing.
Yep. Never does anything, but they're doing
They'll
it.
just go.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, you know, they should be doing that.
There he is. Look at him go. Are they just hitting the metal of the hooks? Like, there's rope that thick.
Nope.
Freezing water will damage you over time. Don't get cold.
Yep. Water's cold in this game. I guess it depends on where you are too, because as we will soon find out, the North Atlantic Sea is not the only place that we go in this game. There's actually 3 different locations. Here, we
So
also have a new option that we can do with ships that we capture, in which we can just turn them into money.
Oh, cool.
Which is pretty nice.
Cut out that middleman.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is there like a money sink base in this game that we just haven't got yet? Or...
Oh, yeah. Every game. Literally every game.
So is this the full-on, like, normal length Assassin's Creed game?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wind's getting vicious.
Just nobody played it.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it wasn't marketed, like, at all.
As much sail as you can.
That is also true.
I didn't know that the game existed until I bought it on Steam when it was on sale. Alright, so now we're heading to the river valley. We're sailing south.
Would you say this is better or worse than Black Flag?
Probably worse overall, just because it is very derivative. But honestly, like, if you played this game first, you might prefer this one over Black Flag. Because it's very, very much just the same stuff. But I also really like the story, so... But I like the story of Black Flag, too. It's very different, while also being the same thing.
I would say this one is better, because I feel like there are improvements made on the gameplay side of things that I really enjoy. But I totally get the derivative thing. Like, yeah, kind of. I think I like the story of Shay because, you know, like I said earlier, like it's a lot like What If Hatham. But
So the thing that's neat about the River Valley is that, unlike all the other sailing games that we've played in which it's a big open sea, this is actually just a bunch of like rivers and lakes kind of strung together with a lot of land in between.
Huh.
I mentioned before when we were swimming toward the legendary ships how we could basically just leave our ship behind. You can do that here. Like, you can just leave your ship behind and end up going to like other different land areas and like end up being way far away from your ship.
Line point to line point.
It's pretty neat. I like the River Valley section in this game. The only thing that doesn't make any sense is that it's all just like this big square area that's completely landlocked. It doesn't make any sense.
I think there's like, it appears like the only...
There's an exit in the corner.
There isn't, yeah. But it's supposed to be this area here. So kind of like St. Lawrence River kind of area. Southern Ontario. I
guess more southern. Just gotta
Quebec
accept
than
that
anything.
it's not literal.
Yeah.
Careful! That's quite a rough squall, Cap.
All sail, shall take it.
I'm reading about the Voynich manuscript, and there's actually a lot of people who suggest that might just be the language that's dead that we have no knowledge of.
Get short and sail! Get off the squall!
Because it
Clew up gallants!
is written in the same way
Ease off
as...
the wind.
It's
Fall
not
it out,
random
sail.
words, it's written similar to how people write languages.
What do you be needing today, then?
What do we be needing?
What do you be needing?
Rum and sugar are no longer the the cash cargo that we sell for money. Now it's tobacco. And I think it's just tobacco, actually, because we use stone to renovate buildings. And cloth, metal, and wood.
we're in a different part of the world. That makes sense.
Yeah. Restock on ammunition? Yeah, sure. Get some heavy shot. Even though we don't actually... we can't use it yet, but we can buy it. No, we don't. We need to progress further in the story before we get our puckle guns.
But I want my puckle.
We can increase our round shot strength, which I think I'm going to do.
Say that. Just remember to
Why, thanks for your trust, Captain.
Back in the Middle Ages, not this could be what those were drawing the manuscript, or it could not be. But I remember like a lot of times, like in Middle Ages, like artists would just have to like draw animals based off of their description. So, like an episode of Drawfee, so you got like things like alligators that look kind of like cats.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that's what all.
Isn't there's like some infamous picture of a lion that looks absolutely nothing like an actual lion, but that's because that was the only description that they had. So.
Yeah, there's that one taxidermied lion that the guy doing it had to go off like a description.
Oh yeah.
I love that thing, and it's like flat teeth.
Okay, I just found the gallery of oh god, some of these elephant pictures.
Liam, how did you beat me up here?
He's just that good.
I didn't
Got a
see
lot
you
to
leave
learn,
the
Shay.
The Templars desire to understand the nature of these artifacts. Their spies have called upon many doctors and other learned people in New York.
They have also approached many tribes with questions.
Yeah, they've been showing that manuscript far and wide. No one can read the strange writing or understand the images.
No one can see.
We do have a name, though.
We learned that Lawrence Washington sent out the manuscript.
Lawrence Washington, businessman, Virginian politician, and high-ranking Templar.
Ah, yes. I recently heard he was back from the West Indies. One of my men saw his major domo pick up a strange package.
Then that package will be delivered to him promptly. Shay, figure out
like
what
how it
it
looks
is
so
and
mad.
find Washington. And when you do,
less mad one.
Learn all you can.
I'll
There's
prepare the
one
Morrigan.
medieval bestiary that I was like reading selected translations of, and I loved how like for dogs there are like 3 pages of cool anecdotes about dogs.
I get the feeling that people might like dogs.
Alright, here's the crocodile. It's been worse than I remember.
Restock on ammunition.
What?
Well met, sir. How fare ye?
What?
What was the possible description there?
How? How did it get any of that?
Well, the one thing about crocodiles, they definitely have a human head.
And
That
they
looks like a
definitely
monkey head.
have cilia? Where do you even get the idea of cilia at this point?
I think. Man. Okay, but if those were just like ribs, this thing would make a baller Dark Souls enemy.
Honestly, you could probably make an entire video game
Tiny gaping dragon.
You could probably make an entire video game's worth of enemies just from like these pictures. Here's a whale that's just really creepy to me. Its teeth.
Your crew is still very happy to have you back on the ship.
Give me some speed!
Yay! People
Well,
love
if
us.
we've any
again.
luck, that ship will lead
The
us right
favorite
to
thing
him.
about like
I make
you know,
my own luck,
bestiaries
Liam.
before a certain date
And Washington is running
how
out
they'll
of
just
his.
mix in mythical stuff. It's like, you know, here's all the kinds of apes, like, and also satyrs are a kind of ape.
That wind's trouble, Captain Cormac.
I
Like-
guess if you're gonna call them something, sure.
Cargo here, sir.
There was one that like I was reading that wasn't even that old.
Got you.
I think it was
Aye.
mid 1500s.
There she is!
And it was attributing or was labeling the
Lawrence
Great White
Washington is a
Shark as
powerful
I think we've
slave
made a
owner and
mistake.
leading Templar.
Yeah. Because I was literally right where it was turning around.
They're going, aha! This creature must be the basis of those tales.
The fuck is this walrus?
Aye. There she is. All right, man. Time to be quiet.
Lawrence Washington is a powerful businessman, slave owner, and a leading Templar. We lost track of him about a year ago. I recently learned he was in Barbados, but I haven't been able to confirm that. Now,
How did you pronounce
Now
that
you
word?
think he had something to do
Barbados.
with the theft of the artifacts?
Because it sounded like a lot like
I wouldn't put it past him.
Barbados.
80's a short voyage from Barbados, and his return to
He
the
is
colony
the
certainly
older
coincides with the arrival
half-brother
of the
of George
artifacts.
Washington.
Yep.
Is this
We
Lawrence
cannot
Washington.
let the Templars get control
We
of
didn't
these
get to play the
colonies.
DLC for it, but King
Whatever
Washington
happens,
is still very
Lawrence
good.
Washington must not survive.
Oh, you didn't play the
I'll make sure he
DLC,
doesn't.
so you didn't get the disappointment if it was all just a dream?
For sale!
Yep.
All sail!
I
All in the stunsail!
mistake. I have to go around.
Muzzle them all!
Yeah,
It's fine, the ship turns on a fucking dime.
Sure does.
there's a movement strat that I used when I first played this game. That was that was just like slow the ship down twice really fast and then go
Blockade,
fast
Captain.
again after I turned it.
This won't do.
It's
Shay, you must follow that ship on
the most
land.
amazing thing
I'll
to
do
watch
that.
a ship like
Bring the Morrigan
turn in
around
the middle of
another
a big
way.
old
Aye,
fight.
Captain. Track that package and find Washington.
You can't just say Washington when we're playing these colonial games.
I mean, that's...
And remember
Where's
what
Charles
I said.
Lee?
Lawrence Washington was a real man.
Must die.
Can't you just say Larry, though?
Just Larry Washington, everybody's favorite.
Yeah, gotta get him before the tuberculosis does.
Tuberculosis, also known as Shay Cormac.
It's his middle name.
Shay Tuberculosis Cormac.
Actually, his middle name is Patrick, but...
Of course it is!
Patrick is my middle name.
How Irish are you?
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
You know,
Is
I
George
really
a
do not
particularly Irish
have-
name?
I really do not have room to talk as Fiona Kaelin Quinn, but
You just want to be as Irish as possible. My middle name's Grant. It's pretty... Actually, you know, I'm not sure if that's Irish or where exactly on the islands it's from.
Scottish, maybe?
My dad, after his dad died, he went on a real big Irish heritage kick, culminating in a trip to Ireland.
Hmm.
We're just all a bunch of Irish people here.
Aye.
Yes?
Oh, now we get... There's also an AoE effect for when we whistle.
What the fuck was that?
The AoE whistle.
I guess it's just to, like, show you the... Oh.
Out of my way.
Oh, hi friend.
Oh, he shot me twice!
I just wanted the treasure chest.
Why am I not
What was that?
Why am I not stabbed?
Bullets while I'm here. On my way.
That guard had $15 in his pocket.
Yep.
Wonder how much that is with inflation.
That guard had $700 in his pocket.
I don't think we're quite there.
An interesting thing about inflation is it does weird things when you get to the extremes. Like, expensive stuff hasn't actually changed that much.
You there! Get down!
I bet you I could sell an Xbox in Shea Cormac's time for $1 billion.
That's reverse inflation.
Shush.
I mean, it would basically be magic, so...
Hey, y'all want to see the future? Check out
I'm
the
not
past. This is
disagreeing.
AssCreed.
There's a lot of... You need a lot of infrastructure to use an Xbox.
Like electricity.
Look, you just call up good old Ben Franklin.
Okay, Ben Franklin, I gotta tell you about CRTs.
Funny you should.
Do you know how CRTs work?
No.
Funny that you should mention Ben Franklin.
Ah.
I've watched multiple videos on how CRTs work, and I still don't understand how CRTs work.
Well, they shoot lasers.
They do, and like they do it in lines.
I was getting ahead of myself.
You fool, Shay.
That manor up there is for a different part of the quest.
Aye.
How dare you?
Zara's about to get my favorite weapon from this game.
Nobody here but us, Bush.
Us Bush?
Yeah.
We are Bush.
We are Bush.
Join us, Fiona.
No.
We are inevitable. We are Bush. All will be shrubbery.
What the fuck is even happening?
We are Bush.
Climbing this ship.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's a few guys on the ship. That's alright.
Boat navigation is our specialty. This is too high up to do that assassinate. I refuse.
Nah, it's fine.
I mean, you know, they just got that good knees.
Dude, I wish my knees were that good. It'd be incredible.
Where's the assassin who can do like a moonsault?
That would be probably the Chinese assassin.
I feel like most of them could. I just want one who does.
What's this?
Well, what's all this then?
A rifle.
A rifle.
Kind of rifle.
You there! Stay! Where you are?
How can that be? It makes no sound.
It's probably the most ridiculous weapon in
Master
functionality.
It's a gun that shoots silent, bro.
Yeah. It's basically a dart gun that is a rifle and is completely silent.
Shoots super berserk darts as well as grenades.
This is a strange
and
surprise. Not quite what I was expecting.
Why?
Now I must find Washington.
and interrogate him.
Does this weapon have any basis in reality?
I mean,
An air rifle?
I mean, air rifles exist, but at this point...
Shay's really big into airsoft. He founded it.
We gotta go challenge Washington to an airsoft match.
I feel this may be one of those delivered from the future via piece of Eden things.
I need backstory on that because I know where all the other things that came from. Who did the air rifle? Which one of you was it?
Like a berserk.
And I kind of want one of these games us to fight just like a Templar who found a bunch of like precursor artifacts knowledge just because it's a straight up wizard.
I want that, except he's not a Templar. He's just a dude.
So, Al-Mu'alim? That is who you're describing.
I need a piece of Eden that lets you shoot lightning.
He just, I think the spear might.
The spear can.
Honestly, for how crazy this conspiracy is, like, it's pretty muted on the Templars' part. They mostly just have dudes.
Or collectibles. There are a lot of collectibles in this game.
Yeah, I've noticed.
There's like at least 6 different kinds of collectibles to find around the map, and there's like, I don't know how many different outfits Shay has, but I'm pretty sure it's like close to 15. Like, there's a lot of unlockables.
I got
get
very...
one that doesn't have a shirt.
I got very confused by seeing Mount Vernon there, because there's another Mount Vernon in New Jersey, which we are not in.
You don't remember this Predator?
I don't know. Security is awful.
Yeah, the air rifle is kind of busted.
I need to get to
It's very
Washington
good.
first.
It's
Then I'll worry
basically
about the
the
artifacts.
like the blow dart from Black Flag, but just better. It's got better range. It's
a gun.
More functionality.
You can shoot grenades.
That's later.
Perfect stealth.
Yeah. They didn't flash.
Since Cressy, I'd wager that was what? Long before that.
It keeps doing the John Cena. Why do you guys keep doing that?
Centuries of war.
Wabado.
You can't see me. I should be doing that because they can't see me. How are you guys playing music that loudly without some sort of loudspeaker?
Incredible lungs.
Those are all string
They just
instruments.
got real good acoustics back here. Somehow.
Brother, are you
Did
sure
you
this
actually
isn't
see
being
the guys
better?
there?
I'm fine, George. Be a good host for my sake.
there he is.
Go to the wine cellar and get something special for our guest.
There's our obligatory
Gentlemen?
cameo by George Washington. We will never see him again.
I am amazed.
God, who's this fucking guy with the
My brother is
brown
a bright
sunglasses
spot in
with
the
the
troubled
leather?
land. If I may make one request before I depart this life,
Tuberculosis is
please
getting
leave
him
him
already.
in peace. He should have nothing to do with the troubles of the Templar cause.
We all respect that sentiment, sir.
You have my thanks, gentlemen. Master Smith, are you ready to leave on your voyage?
Aye, sir. I shall return with answers.
Master Wardrop, are you likewise engaged with the manuscript?
Yes, sir. We will soon know its meaning.
Then I bid you take your leave.
That
You
did
really
not
do
need
gotta
to go
hear
on
stories
that
On
long.
2 feet. Better be right about him, Liam. Because I'm about to murder a dying man.
Okay. Berserk Dart 4 people.
Want to get that prosperity.
does seem a very good.
Probably not gonna berserk dart people because that's just gonna tip everyone off.
Well, not if they don't know where where it's coming from.
No, but I'm just worried it'll make people suspicious, and if he gets suspicious, he'll start running. And then I failed.
If you berserk dart his guard, he just automatically kills him.
That's true.
You can just berserk dart 4 people very quickly.
You are too late.
And you got him.
Assassin.
It's never too late to ruin Templar plans, Master Washington.
But my plans are already in motion. Even leading you here has given my allies time to escape. Thank you for making my end a quick one.
And thank you for revealing your master plan, you scheming snake.
Smoke bomb.
God damn it. I'd better hurry. I have to get to the Morgan. Liam, I hope you brought the ship around.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
You'll not get through here.
You're not getting through here.
Is that a ship mortar? That's not sporting.
It's not sporting.
Damage report.
I can get him from here.
Mains out. Let's go.
The ship barely took any damage. Oh, now it is.
As much sail as you can.
Be careful, Captain.
They won't be able to follow us down these narrow channels.
In the stunsail.
Not after you flood them with burning oil.
There's very clearly ships ahead of you, though.
I can't use the burning oil, though, for some reason.
Let's move.
Oh.
It's fine, the ships in front of us are just schooners.
On your mark, Captain. Caution, Shay.
Brace.
Careful, Captain. They can fire many volleys.
Oh, man. Just ran right over.
They're no match for us.
They're quite a match for us. We're running away.
They're no match for our speed. They're no match for our ability to run away.
Brace.
Damage report. What's the news? They fire fast enough to hurt us badly, Shay.
That's all but me.
Need to deal with the schooner.
Trim us off the
We'll be
way.
at the bottom soon, Shay.
It's not a mouse.
Fire.
Return to the ship, Captain. We're headed right into them. Ready here.
Give me some speed. Fire.
Control mains. Trim.
Hold down. Hold down.
Look at that.
Whatever. If I can get out of the red area, I should be fine.
Stuns out.
You can go
Let's get
travel speed.
moving.
I can. That doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense, but
You shouldn't be able to, but yeah, like if you just go travel speed right from the beginning, like they can't catch you.
Ooh. Eh.
Brace
That's
for
fine.
impact.
That's fine.
oh, that was mine.
Lawrence Washington is
fine.
dead.
We
You
did
look
it.
disappointed.
Never even had it in
The sickly
question.
way that man looked. He would have been dead in a month anyway. And 2 other Templars got away. They're looking into the manuscript and box.
Did they have the artifacts?
I don't know. Perhaps. I can't be sure.
Then you did what was right by the Brotherhood. You can find the object later. Cheer up, Shay. It's a rare day we can sow such chaos among the Templars.
Perhaps. But to hear Washington speak, it didn't sound like they'd be too put out by the loss.
Well, that's what he'd want you to think.
That wind's trouble.
She's sounding a little disillusioned.
Nah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's good. It's all good. Nope.
The memory appears to be fragmented. How much time has passed?
A few months, I think. That virus is cutting off our access to complete memories. They're readable, but messy.
The 7 Years' War will soon break out in the
That
colonies.
doesn't make any sense,
Focus
Ubisoft.
on assassin interference.
We'll do our best. Won't
You already
mean numbskull.
fragment the memories. You did it in the first game. Why the fuck are you doing it now and saying it's a
It's so grim about the homestead now that Miss Abigail and little Connor have passed.
Aye. I've seen Achilles crying.
I mean, I guess they're like...
Why shouldn't he?
It's
Are
just
they
that
like curated
he doesn't look
experiences?
sad.
So here are the best parts.
He looks
Then say
furious.
that. But you don't have to
It's
have the
unsettling.
virus. Say, oh, now they're fragmented because of the virus. They're already fragmented. That's how
I know.
every game is set
But
up
it's
the
been
memories.
months. And
To be
we've
fair, the
done
last
little
one
but
was
search for this
fragmented. The
blasted
last one was
manuscript
just
and
us
box.
playing in order.
Le Chasseur has a lead on the box. To meet him and Chevalier in St. John's.
Yeah, I can't remember if there were much in the way of big time skips with Kenway. I remember one, where
There were. It was just in service of the game, not in service of time not working. So why did we get in this fight?
I figured I could take him.
The one rather than
Reef the topsails and gallants.
Just need to get over there, and we'll be fine.
Those topsails get...
Come here. Let me consume you. Gain your powers.
Chevalier too?
Okay, we are now safe.
No hope of cheering me up then.
There it is. There.
I mean swivel guns.
We really do.
They have pistols.
They're useful. Yeah.
Pistols are like swivel guns.
Yeah.
Less of a swivel, though.
More of
Just
a
More of a swivel. You can swivel so much more with them.
So there is a bug. I hope we get in this game where sometimes a soldier can just turn invisible when you board the ship,
When Achilles said whoever had the artifacts could access
and I
sites of great
really enjoy it
power.
because it's
What
just
does
like
he mean?
floating guns and swords.
I'm
and
not
it's
sure
like
I
a
understand it
ghost.
myself, Shay. I had a long talk with that Wally about that. He believes the
As
box
far as
can
I
be
know, they have
activated
never
to,
fixed it.
well,
I hope it
project
happens.
words or images.
Like a magic lantern.
What do you mean?
You know the magic lantern shows Father Connolly put on in the church basement? The box had a candle in it, I think. He put these little glass plates in front. Then we'd see the images projected on the wall like cathedrals in Rome. Bright and near as big as life.
Ah, yeah. I suppose it is. Except that it interprets the strange language of the manuscript, too. If the plate were of a banner in Latin, we'd see it in English.
How is that possible?
Who knows? I fear we might never truly understand how any of the pieces of Eden work.
Magic.
Where in the world has the most beautiful girls?
I suppose it depends on your vision of beauty. A damsel from Corfu and one from Oslo are as different as chalk and cheese, but both could be lovely.
You see,
Yeah.
opinions like that give a man a reputation for wisdom.
Yeah, thank you.
I would have just said Havana. The girls there have lusty buttocks and bosoms and feel no shame in putting them on display. But that's no slight against our lasses from home.
I suppose.
Do they now?
I think Galway has the nicest ones. Fair and modest.
Shay.
Always willing to
Shut
cost
up.
you a penny
I'll
or an
give
ale.
that spot a look see.
You don't say.
Jesus Christ.
Then there's the
Nothing
maids
is
I
true,
met in
everything is
Lisbon.
permitted.
Destined for the
Actually,
convent they
lusty
were.
parts.
Dark-eyed and kindly dispositioned. If only I'd spoke Portuguese. Not that we spent much of our nights talking.
Damn it, Shay.
What's on your mind, Captain?
Let's repair our ship.
Rum bit of business, that. What
Why
have you
did
been
the
eating
voice
today,
actor
then?
put so much stress on buttocks?
Because you just gotta lean into it at that point.
Listen, if I audition for something and I get the part, I'm not. Alright, so this part you guys say buttocks. Alright, you mean like buttocks or.
Buttocks.
Butt talks.
I really hope it doesn't. It's not what the butt's supposed to do.
Words.
My thanks for your trust, Captain.
Really making a statement.
Captain, get the maids free!
Alright, where are we going? Oh, I know where that is. Fort Louis.
Louis?
Gotta sail around.
Opinions like that give a man an entirely different
Newfoundland.
reputation.
Hey. So, Zero, I guess playing this game, how much of it did you, like, recognize in any shape or form?
I mean, I haven't... My dad's family is from Newfoundland, so they would be the ones to talk to about it. I've been there before, but I haven't been to that many places. Like, I will tell you right now... Where is it? Is that it? Actually, I think it's... Because this is undiscovered. Yeah, so we don't actually know what that is yet. But I'm pretty sure the city we're going to is one that I've been to in real life. St. John, Newfoundland. As far as, like, recognizing... There's not really a lot of, like, landmarks, so to speak. So there's not really much to recognize. Other than, like, you know, the city names and whatnot, but that's about it.
I guess I never got that far in this game. Like I never finished it, but I was wondering.
We're almost
like,
there, Captain.
Further
The chasseur
on,
will be expecting us.
And Chevalier.
Are there like buildings or
Small
something
price to
that
pay
you
for a
might
lead in the
be able to
precursor
point out?
box.
Any which, sorry?
Like, are there buildings or something that you might be able to point out? I guess like very much like the the layout of the land and stuff might be very different. You know, obviously built like new stone buildings and stuff that have been put in, like hotels or restaurants, etc. You know, all that stuff.
It's not explicitly, because if this is what I think it is, I'm pretty sure this is St. John's. St. John's is a fairly large city. Like, it is one of the biggest cities in Newfoundland. And in this game, it is pretty darn tiny. St. John's was also one of the first... It was the first post-Columbian colony founded in North America. Like, it was founded in, like, the 16th century. It's old. Yeah, it is an old city. The only thing that I could think might actually be a thing is this lighthouse, which is... If I take a look here... Because there is a lighthouse on Newfoundland, which is the easternmost point of North America, called... I can't remember what the name of it is. It's Cape something. Cape Cod? I can't remember. Something like that.
But that prosperity behind you.
Oh. But there is a lighthouse there that is like, it is the easternmost point of Canada, and I've been there. And so that lighthouse might be that, like, referencing that, but other than that, I don't think there's any, like, landmarks that really...
So it's Ubisoft doing their, like this is the general gist of this place with some detail, but this isn't the actual thing.
Yeah, basically.
They've had to do that a lot during the colonial era.
Yeah. I mean, what's it called? In Watch Dogs, it was real bad. Because you're by San Francisco and a couple other places, and boy, do they just kind of like crunch everything. You get to Oakland in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, Chicago. I know the first one was Chicago. Like they had a bean, but it wasn't the bean.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember it being. I think it was like a Taurus. You know, it was a big silvery blob of some kind, but not.
What? Why have we already started a fight?
Because we smiled at a woman.
That's basically a crime.
Whoa!
Let's map our Assassin's Creed protagonists by how long they take to start a fight.
Well, okay, so Ezio. I mean,
Ezio basically started with Street Brawl.
Yeah,
it was like, the first thing he did.
Yeah. Other than be born.
He got born, and then he was like, "I'm kicking."
Salty Dog Tavern available.
We can play checkers here.
Yay, checkers.
But yeah, St. John's, Newfoundland is a lot bigger than this woodland. And I'm sure at this point in history, the colony was probably a lot bigger than this too.
Probably.
Okay.
This game does seem to have set up like this is how these colonies look like, and we're not gonna deviate from it much.
For a game that's very do a bunch of exploration, they probably couldn't devote a ton of resources to. Hey, let's make every like individual spot super unique.
Whoa.
Cool.
Is this gonna be more?
Yep. More unlockables. I don't even remember what that unlocks.
I presume it's a precursor. I'm just guessing it's a precursor thing.
Alright, it's time to hang out with Chevalier some more.
Well,
Chevalier,
he's a dick.
Got
myself into a bit of a scrape.
Well, we'll
Sent
see.
3 ship in all hand to their watery grave. The Gerfaut nearly followed them down.
Just your fate has been better, Le Chasseur.
Indeed. My sources inform me that Samuel Smith has searched far and wide, looking for answers on how to make that strange box work. He just returned from Europe.
Where's he now?
Refitting his schooner. If you hurry, you can catch him there. Oh, remember those blueprints? Well, I had an engineer build that marvelous weapon for your ship. Master Puckle's gun fires more shots than an artillery brigade, and twice as fast.
Many thanks.
Anything for my hooded friends.
I like that guy.
Yeah, I will say that like the characters in this game are all pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's a Gatling gun.
Yeah, we don't get the swivel guns that we used to, but instead we get puckle guns.
They're very good.
They work a little bit differently, but they're pretty good.
So I'm looking it up on Wikipedia. The real ones are basically giant revolvers.
I will
That's
join you on
what
this
these seem to be.
Then shall we, gentlemen?
You are in a jovial mood, Shay.
Why shouldn't I be? I have a new weapon, and will soon have a chance to use it.
Patented in 1718.
Besides,
So
Templars are usually well guarded, and I'm sure that Smith fellow is no exception.
I also took the liberty of ordering some improvemements. Morgan now has a ram cut through ice and south.
ships.
I have heard of such technology, but never witnessed its operation.
What about Smith, then? Is he close by?
Aye, he sails these very waters. And he may have the precursor box.
Oh,
Let's
wow,
find
yeah,
him.
the icebergs fuck him up. Jesus.
Yeah.
We just killed a lot of people to get that fragment.
Yeah. We did.
There he is.
Most fortunate timing. Lady
No, I
Luck
want-
never
I want the loot.
ceases to smile on you.
He's seen us. Give chase.
But hold your fire. We must not damage the box or risk losing it to the sea. Can't these blockades go any faster?
At least my ship is still seaworthy, Chevalier.
Careful, you simpleton! You
Our
will
target's
destroy the box!
Now that his element
Yeah, it
Smith
seems like
is
it's
in
losing
Templar's
water.
treasure. What he's doing in these waters
He's
is
very
beyond
fast.
me.
Maybe he came here to meet someone.
There's a point where he stops up
Pirates.
ahead, where he lets you catch up.
Yeah.
Refitting his
I mean,
ship.
if we sink the ship in the
Something
this
must have
water in the
happened.
box,
If
we're
one
not
of
getting
my
it back.
allies attacked him,
yeah.
I would have
Be very
known
close.
about it.
When he's back from a long voyage.
Yeah,
now's our chance to
it's
get
not
him.
it's not the
controls
nice
most of the Templar's
Caribbean
wealth,
water. We're
doesn't
not
he?
going for a nice
With him
dive
out of
here.
the way.
Washington entrusted the precursor box to him. He probably still has it.
Shay's right. The box comes first.
So we can't sink him. We'll have to board his ship or force him to beach.
He's stuck in the ice.
We get the decoder. Turns out it's just Big Latin.
Look, Captain. He's cutting through the ice.
It seems you're not the only one equipped with such a ram, Shay.
Let us hope ours fares just as well.
It's they.
We also have a significantly more weight through our ram than he does.
Also, our ram is enormous. Like, it is longer than
It worked.
the
The way is
bowsprit
clear.
on our
Now,
ship.
once more, your fortune holds. But do not waste time congratulating yourself. Smith is getting away.
The ship is designed to do
It's an ambush.
really one thing.
Smith must not escape.
Oh, this part owns.
Fire!
Fire!
Alright.
The topsails and gallants! Fire! Get the mainsails into the wind!
So, if you let them ram you right there, they board your ship,
Oh,
and you get to fight them off. It's really cool.
Guess I spoiled that.
That's alright.
What happened that destroyed the other 3 ships?
what happened to this?
Yeah, I don't know where the other 3 ships went.
I think collateral, maybe.
You maybe hit an iceberg and it sunk the gunboats?
It might have. And also, since our puckle guns are basically like a Gatling gun, that also applies to these segments. They do have a limited amount of ammo, though. But instead of just getting 5 shots, now we've got like upwards of 15 or something like that.
Very useful.
It makes killing that amount of crew members a lot easier without actually having to board the ship.
Piracy has changed.
We're not pirates, we're heroes.
Yeah. It's war, man.
So it hasn't changed then, because as we all know,
War never changes.
I thought it changed a lot.
Birdsey Ron Perlman said that war never changed.
Yeah, but Solid Snake said war has
Be a
changed.
spectator of your demise.
I'm glad
I
to
remember that
disappoint him.
part.
And he's still within reach.
Goes in the intro to 4.
Yeah.
War has changed. Instead of countries fighting over stuff, it's now. He's saying instead of countries, it's now PMCs.
No sail!
PMCs.
Get me some speed!
PMCs, huh?
Fire!
But yeah, as you can see, the ice ram that we have is quite large.
That'll ruin you.
Oh wow.
The Morrigan has a very different silhouette than the Jackdaw did.
Yeah.
Looks like a screaming bird.
It is not the victory or the... What was that other second ship
Another
called?
Templar tactic. You can cover whole stretches of ocean with their flames.
Which
Careful,
That.
Shay. We could be burnt to cinders.
Ottawa's
It's nothing more
second ship
than a last
is
desperate
Monte
throw of the
something.
dice.
The
He knows we
Experto
have
Crede.
him.
Exporto credit, not Monte.
Studs out. Let's get moving.
Okay. Oh, the fire. Oh, you're on big fire.
More sail. All sail.
We're alright.
Fill the sails. Stars all
Oh,
but
wind. Blowing me into the fire.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Alright, fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about
Oh dear.
Sometimes you get cargo if you break open icebergs.
Quite a rough squall.
I was really hoping it was like a cool way to
Now we know
douse
where
the
he was
flames with the waves.
Bastard has an encampment here.
Follow him on land. Do not even think of firing the ship's weapons near that precious box. I'll take care of this. Loose tops. Let go.
Like that's how water douses flames. It just absorbs all of its heat.
Rope dart.
No
these
real
upgrades are
introduction.
Yeah.
It just
It's back.
I mean, we are already assassins.
Putting the ass in assassin.
That was that zero.
This will be your end, assassin.
You will not be.
You will regret this.
Did I ever tell you about that one time?
Think about what you're doing,
I had so
assassin.
much sex.
Your brother.
What if Shay just like kept on telling these stories to the guys that was fighting them?
This
Oh.
cannot be.
You'd be an absolute legend.
No. Do you even know what that is?
An ancient artifact.
A rectangle.
Treasure from those who came before.
Do you know what it is?
Yes.
A box.
It
I,
matters not.
I kind of wish that was Shay's
Some of
big
the
move.
greatest scientific
Where somebody's
minds
like,
of all
do you even
Europe
know what you're doing?
could not
Like,
make
no,
it
what am I
work.
doing? And they're like, you fool. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, thanks.
Now all
I know what I'm
need
doing.
Is the manuscript.
Yeah.
And all shall be revealed.
But Shay, the greatest scientific minds in Europe, couldn't figure it out. We open it up and it's just that fucking light puzzle from the security terminal.
it's the exact same one.
I didn't even get a chance to destroy the 3 gunboats with the Puckle gun. They just dematerialized.
Yeah.
Oh, now we can
Sailing's
use the
hard.
brain. Yeah.
We seem to be picking up a lot of Templar tips and tricks.
I mean, yeah.
They got some pretty good ones.
Why not?
Sarah, the way you said why not has so much threatening energy to it. Every time I see one of those lamps, I think it's prosperity. It has the same glow.
Where are we going? I think we're going back to the river valley. Well, I guess.
Alright, gotta kill this guy first.
I could probably finish up with the collectibles here and then call it a night.
Sure.
Alright, so I had distracted by something. So what's the summer we did tonight?
We got the box.
All right, we got the box.
We got the box.
Is this? I mean,
Alright,
it wouldn't.
Sorry, go ahead.
We got a piece of Eden like immediately.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
But nobody else had to make it work.
Our established assassin order, came together like we got to get this thing. They sent you after it. You did a real good job, and you got real mad because some guy was telling you what to do.
Yeah, at this point in the story, we're pretty much just doing what we're told because we're a young assassin. And
You say because we're a young assassin, but they don't have a good track record of doing what they're told.
Like who? Name 7.
There have been 7 assassins in this game yet?
So far,
Assassin's Creed?
So far, the assassins in charge are both Achilles and Adewale, and we can trust them both.
Man, I would appreciate if they just made like Adewale a sudden villain.
Yeah, he learned that the assassins aren't dedicated to helping the slaves as much as perhaps they should be. He's turning on them.
We need.
But how does joining the Templars help with that? You see,
maybe they'll back the hate.
I really do not think this through.
No.
Oh no, freezing water.
We're gonna die.
I'm alright.
It's fine. We're out of the water, so the cold's gone. We left the cold behind.
Yeah.
Sure. See
All
all,
of our
those drops? Those are nice warm drops of warmth.
All our clothes are made of rubber.
God.
That's useful.
Okay, have you all watched the Man vs. Wild LP?
Yes.
Red. Just imagine Shay having to do a fucking bunch of jumping jacks to get rid of the damage over time from the cold water.
Assassin training.
Oh well, what's all this then?
A bunch of people in a circle who happen to be looking up to a giant blue being.
With a Wi-Fi signal. For
Animus database. Humanity.
The fucking Isu are back. I'm fucking it up again.
I remember this cave. I remember when I played this game a long time ago. I came back to this cave to find it unlockable and spent like half an hour looking for it.
So... I was counting Assassin's Creed protagonist, and I came up... Have we only had 6 so far? Not counting Shay.
Desmond, Altair.
Oh, Desmond. Yeah, I guess that would be
Ezio,
7.
Aveline.
Oh. More puzzles.
Connor.
Adewale. Why can't I remember his name?
Edward Kenway.
Edward.
Complete the link. And then it explodes.
So, is Adewale the only one who didn't do that? I guess is what the conclusion I'm coming to.
I guess not against anybody. He just stopped doing it to do his thing. Well, what I've learned is assassins are very bad at staying on task.
Yeah, it's kind of true. There's another thing over there.
I think the only reason Ottawale can't afford disconnection.
Aha. Don't think there's any powder kegs here, so we'll have to get grenades and come back.
At some point.
Yep. That's what I had to come back here for.
I think the only reason Ottawale didn't do that is because he was old enough to decide what his missions were himself.
That's fair.
Terra Nova.
Yeah. Yeah.
New Earth.
I like how my rope dart is still there. The body that I hung from it is gone, but the rope dart itself is still there.
I mean, yeah, they cut him down. Gave him a proper burial.
Ooh.
I really like the atmosphere of Rogue.
It looks cool.
Being in the North Atlantic.
The water looks more like gel than the other water.
It does right now. Don't know what the deal is with that right now.
It looks like somebody spilled a bunch of like just goo.
It's cold water. It's starting to gel.
I've been in cold water. I didn't feel as if it was bad syrup.
But yeah,
All right, Joe.
That's a good place to call it for the evening, I do believe.
Take it, Smith and Washington. Jerks.
But yes, that is our opening to Assassin's Creed Rogue. I guess another thing that I didn't mention, this officially marks the point in which we leave behind the numbering sequels.
Yeah.
Freedom Cry technically was, but that was DLC, so...
That's part of Black Flag.
Yeah, that's part of 4.
Yeah. This is the first, official game release that does not have a numbered title, and they just don't anymore, so...
Did Liberation not have a number?
Liberation didn't,
Liberation
but it was
also... was 3.
It wasn't... It was just Assassin's Creed Liberation, but it was basically just its own standalone kind of spin-off.
I'm pretty sure it had a 3 on it as well, I thought.
I don't think so.
Okay, the Wikipedia article name is Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, but the Steam page is just Assassin's Creed Liberation.
Yeah. Huh.
The Steam page is a re-release, because the game
it's
was
the HD.
originally on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think 3 Liberation is the original, and then
I think
number is the re-release.
Yeah.
Liberation was on the Vita, right, originally?
PSP.
PSP.
Not even Vita.
Okay, apparently the HD one was for... Okay, the Wikipedia page says Vita was the original.
It might have been the Vita. I don't listen.
Yeah, I guess that's a spin-off game because it was on a handheld.
Yeah. This is the first, multi-console main game in the series that does not have a number attached to it. They just gave it up. Probably because it stopped making sense.
True.
They weren't really connected. After 3, Desmond's story was over, so there wasn't really any point to keep up with.
4 is long. 4 is a continuation of the past story of 3.
Yeah.
But not the present one.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary. So yeah, they just dropped it all together, and yeah, here we are. But any event, that'll be it for tonight. Tune in to tomorrow for Action Shakespeare. Hopefully, doing more Game Boy games.
Perhaps we must defeat Sneaky Snakes.
Yeah.
You're still doing that one?
We've been on pause for 2 weeks, so it's still just there lurking.
There's been a lot of Fire Emblem going on.
And hard drive issues.
Yeah, that's also true.
Reminds me I need to clear out all the space for mine. I need to move all the recordings of things to external.
But yes, tune in tomorrow and tune in on these other days of the week to see all our wonderful friends stream their games. And until next time, we will see you then.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.